Namaste. This is your weekly reading with the Queen of Cups Montreal for the week of October 27th to November 2nd. Remember to stay tuned because at the end of the reading I'm going to give you my healing crystal prescription. This week I am using the Vision Quest Tarot deck and I'm going to be using the Wisdom Spread. As some of you know, these cards have been drawn beforehand, and if I ever choose a clarifier, I will let you know. And it's just so that I can give you a concise, helpful message in a timely fashion. So here we go. Your signifier this week is Clarity, or Six of Air. Representing that this message is for those of you who are needing insight into a struggling relationship. You need to open the channels of love again. Communication needs to open up again. You're lacking harmony or balance or understanding of what's leaving the relationship feeling a little bit stagnant. Something's not moving. You need to get something moving again, and you need to understand how. So hopefully that is what we will accomplish. So the Mother of Earth is here to indicate, can you see her? The Mother of Earth is here to indicate that this is a question of nurturing. This is a question for those of you who are very loving, caring, nurturing. She's here to remind you that, like the mother here in this picture, like her, we all have our limits, and you have to understand where yours are. You're born nurturer. This reading is for born nurturers, people who are generous with love, time, and care. And give selflessly and sacrifice. But even that has its bounds, even that has to know limits. And are you making sure your emotional waters are full? Are you making sure your spirit is fed? Are you engaging in self-care? And then we're going to ask the question of what is driving your need to give so wholly of yourself without abandon? Is it fear, love, generosity, dependence? We're going to unpack that with this reading. So the Four of Water here represents your internal influences, or those that are hidden, okay, from you or others. Relationships are all about give and take. Movement is what keeps waters from stagnation. See, these waters are not moving, but these waters are not moving. These waters are. So we need to get you here, okay? And love is like water, has to keep moving or it's going to grow sour. In a relationship where you give but never receive, there's stagnation and imbalance. And sometimes we are all sometimes guilty or motivated to possess with our love. And we say to ourselves, if I give them everything they could possibly desire, they won't leave or abandon me, which could actually lead to like a counterintuitive action or a counteraction. We may actually end up feeling lonelier, and we may end up continuing to give from a place of fear. And I'm going to suggest some crystals that can help you with that and combat codependency at the end of this reading. So, as always, this isn't solely a tarot reading. I'm going to give you some little bits of life coaching as we go forward. And here, this is the card indicating your outward motivation. And it means that we all want to be fulfilled. We all want to enjoy fulfilling emotional waters. We're all conditioned, we're all meant to give and receive love and to be surrounded by it. It's the essence of life. But you are seeking, like I am seeking, like everyone is seeking, a true emotional fulfillment and deep spiritual satisfaction. Don't be fooled by synthetic varieties, social media, television, your girlfriend or guy friend that tells you their relationship is bliss, the other moms that tell you that their family just runs like clockwork and everybody's always happy. It's not real. Water ebbs and flows, love ebbs and flows. There are watery rapids, there are serene ponds and choppy waters, and the thing is, love is not perfect. It does have its ups and downs, and it's about allowing them to happen, and about allowing these ups and downs to not rob you of a sense that, hey, this love is good, or I'm deserving of love, or rob you of the sense that you're worthy of love. which gets into the your path of action, which is changing your thoughts, negative thought patterns. Change your perspective and change your life. I always say this. I'm not the first to say this. I mean, Buddha said it. Many spiritually wise people said it. We create what we think. Okay? So change your mind, change your life. It's not easy. Your best path of action is to break free of negative thought loops. Get out in nature, meditate, exercise. Actually, this is the path of action and changing your mind, but it's actually a very, it's active. It is indeed active to change your mind. It's hard work. When a negative thought pops up, you need to let that thought pass, get through it, leave it alone. The only way to get over fear of being left and unloved and alone is to change our mental narrative to one in which you are worthy of love, where you're strong, where you're independent, where you're supported, and where you create a healthy way of life and a healthy energy by just nipping those negative thoughts in the bud. The Ten of Earth suggests the passive approach to achieving your goals and overcoming relational struggles this week. But it's really not passive at all. It's just about, it is passive, you'll see. The Ten of Earth suggests letting your inner wealth show. So instead of feeling like you need to earn love and give selflessly in order to receive it, because sometimes we are conditioned to earn love, you can just let your true self shine. I know you're worthy of love. I want you to remember that you're worthy of love, because deep down inside you know it too. And start to share with others beyond what you can do for them. They'll see you have a deeper value and a deeper worth, and they'll be able to show you love in a deeper way by getting to know you. Let people in. Let them see your vulnerabilities and your strengths, and show them the rich and bountiful nuances to your spirit and your energy. So yes, people should love you back, but show them why. Show them how. Show them that rich person you are, rich in spirit and emotion and thought. Okay? And the sixth card, representing the way of the heart, is suggesting balance, harmony, and surrender. Surrender to the pain of the past. Surrender to the fear of the unknown. Surrender to the highs and lows of love and being loved. As I said, love is not perfect. We all know that. But sometimes when waters get choppy, we start to think, why am I not deserving of love? Why are people not treating me well? But they're on their own growing process. So surrender, non-attachment. Surrender to the fact that people have their own free will and they're walking their own journey as well. And it doesn't reflect on you. If they can't love you the way you deserve. Don't block your feelings and fears, let them flow. This is the way you can begin to heal, to trust yourself, to trust those you love, to trust the relational process. We can't control what happens to us, but we can control how we grow and learn and flourish in light of it. So these two cards might be counterintuitive for you, because I'm saying, or might seem counterintuitive, let go of your thoughts, surrender to them. But that's not in effect what's at the core. What it's saying is, don't keep going in ruminations, negative thought loops over and over again. But also practice mindfulness. When the thought comes, don't block it, don't avoid it. Just allow it to pass through you. Don't cling to it. Don't keep playing it over and over and over in your head. Let it pass through and just occur. And you don't have to cling to negative emotions or thoughts or feelings. But you can acknowledge them. It's safe to acknowledge them. And the outcome card is Father Earth. And he signifies a newly gained balance and grounding within you in the context of your relationships. You can achieve deeper and more thoughtful state of being with others, and that strengthens and supports you both. So usually I'll signify this is a romantic reading, this is a family reading, but this encompasses it all. Any people that feel like they need to earn love, or feel unloved, who feel like they're not getting the love they deserve, this reading is for, shall I say, us. You know, and you can start to love and be loved in the way where you reap what you sow, you give and take, and the emotional harvest is shared. So by following these steps and really undertaking, because this is more of a spiritual, it's more of an oracle deck, but by taking these perspectives, you can start to feel more loved and share more love in a healthy way through being disciplined with your thoughts, self-care, self-worth, within your relationship or relationships. You can weather this storm if you're going through like a time of feeling like really stagnant, which some of you are according to this, and I just want you to know that there's ups and downs, but you're always worthy of love, and you need to foster a give and take. Get the love that people want to give you. You're lovable. They want to give it to you. Be open to it. Okay. And that's for everybody. Don't feel guilty if, you know, we all struggle in relationships. And anybody, then it goes back to this. I'm on a bit of a rant. But anybody that says that life is perfect, relationships are perfect, family's perfect, they're not being authentic. And that's not something they need to feel guilty about, but it's about society conditioning us to think that everything has to always be copacetic. It's not. Okay, your healing crystals for the week are pink agate, pink Botswana agate. Can you see it? It's so beautiful. I love this stone. Okay, and it is a great stone to help soothe anxiety and stress. It helps heal the heart chakra from past hurt and heartache. It also fosters compassion, forgiveness, and love for self and others. A beautiful stone. Rose quartz does something very similar. Amazonite is another good one. It's great to foster loving communication, peace, peaceful feelings of companionship, unity, love, compassion, forgiveness for self and others, compassion for self and others. And it's great for communication. And I also feature it in several of my healing pouches on my Etsy site. For trauma, for damage of self-worth, for past heartache. It's a great stone, very powerful. And it doesn't matter if you get a lighter piece like this one or a darker piece. I find they both resonate really well. Here I have some blue lace agate. I'm sorry my samples are small this week. It's another crystal that helps foster loving communication, peace, calm, and tranquility. It's a wonderful stone for those in need of some emotional support, emotional healing, a little bit of serenity in their lives. And aquamarine also is a great communication stone. I just threw that one in there on the fly. Great communication, opens up the throat chakra, resonates, I believe, with Raphael, Archangel Raphael, who's a healer, so it's a great healing crystal as well. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please hit the like button and feel free to share if you feel that it may help or resonate with someone you know or care about. I come with a reading every week, so be sure to subscribe and hit the little bell in order to be notified when I do post my new reading. And on my YouTube, Queen of Cups Montreal YouTube landing page, you'll find my Instagram and my Facebook page. So follow either or both for motivation and guidance throughout the week. I'm a spiritual life coach, so I'm going to give you little tidbits to keep you going and keep your growth process active and keep you engaged in your growth process throughout the week. And you'll also find on that YouTube landing page my Etsy link, a link to my Etsy page, which is Morceau de Coeur. You don't have to remember that. It's French. Just click the link where you'll find healing crystal pouches, like the one I recommended on trauma or healing self-worth, and necklaces. And thanks for tuning in. As always, I'm grateful for your presence. I hope this will serve as assistance and aid and support to you throughout the week. Love all and harm none. This includes yourself. Namaste, guys.